Good morning and welcome to Possum Dollars. In today's video, I'm going to be stuffing $645, which is my fortnightly income minus the internet bill, which comes out direct debit, and the mortgage payment. And for this week, the $50 towards the food shopping, because I had to go quickly before I done this. So once I've paid that, I have $645 left and a few coins, which I'm going to stuff. Now, what I have done is I have made a few changes to my envelopes. So as you can see, I have got new covers. So these are all the same. Car insurance, full car breakdown. If they're fully funded, I now put a different slip in with red around the edge and fully funded written across. So there is one new envelope in here. So what I'll do is I'll show you. So it's towards the back. And before, what I've done is I add school fees and school uniform. So what I have done is I've added one extra envelope, which is called school events. And what that's for, that is for the Mother's Day stall that they have at school, school photos, etc. And also, as you can see, I've made new trackers for all of these envelopes. And I've already gone through over the last week and started filling in where I am on each of the trackers. So as you can see, the fully funded ones are fully. Water rates, each symbol is $20, and I've 14 here already, so I filled in 2. I'm a very visual person, so seeing these is great for me. So to make a start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my black purse. And I'm going to go straight in and I'm going to put $100 in the food shopping money. Like I said, this is usually $150, but I have spent $50 at the shop this morning because I desperately needed a few bits and didn't have time to go, come back, do this, and then go again. So $100 instead of $150 goes straight in there. In the next one, which is coffee and lunches, I'm going to pop $10, and then I'm going to pop $20 into the one called Family Fun. So this is the black purse done and dusted. This is my everyday purse, and they're things that I spend throughout the week. Now moving on to the folders, I'm going to go straight into the pink folder, which is the priority. And I'm going to put straight off $20 into car insurance. Now on this, I'm not going to stand there filling in the trackers because it's going to take far too long because I'm stuffing most envelopes. So what I'll do is after I've recorded, I'll go back and fill in the trackers. So that's $20 car insurance, car breakdowns fully funded. This is due October, November time, so I don't need to add any more to this. Car registration has just been paid. This one is empty. So I'm going to kickstart it with $20. Car service has not long been done, so I'm going to skip that for now. It's not really priority. Council rates is going to get $50. So as you can see, I've already got $50 in there. So when I colour this in, I'll now have $100 in there. Strata fees, there is the money in there to pay the next lot of strata fees, and what I'm doing then is moving on to the one after that. So what I want to do is I can only pay this quarterly. I like to pay my bills once a year, but the way it's set up, that's not possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to aim to get a year's worth of money in this envelope, even though I have to pay it every quarter. It's going to be there. So at the minute, there's more of these coloured in, but that one of those bills is on its way. So some of those will get wiped off. But again, like I said, we're going to keep adding to it until I've got a year's worth in there. Building insurance is going to get $20 too. And contents insurance is also going to get $20. Now, if I remember rightly, I'm not going to be too far off this one getting fully funded soon. So I will be filling in one more, which means there's only a few more payments to be made, and that one can then be marked paid in full. Water rates is going to get $20. Ambulance cover is fully funded, and as is mobile phone. They're both going to be due in October. I actually thought the mobile phone was due early next year. Good job I checked, because it's actually not. Work fees is going to get $10. Again, this one is not far off being completed. So I have one more to colour in. That one's not that far off. School fees is going to get $20 too. This one is making its way. School uniform did take a bit, it did have more in this, but I've just brought a few items. So I did have to use some of this money, but I've still got $40 left in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another $20. Like I said, I'll complete all the trackers, colour them in afterwards. And the school events, the aim is to save up $100 for events throughout the year. This is a new envelope. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put $5 in there. And that's the pink priority binder completed. Moving on to the purple, the gas bill, I'm going to put $10. As you can see, that's also building up, so I'm going to fill in another 2 sections. The electricity bill, I'm going to put $20 in this. I do have to pay a bit towards the electricity bill, which I didn't think I had to, so that is going to be getting used next week when I get around to paying it. Water usage is going to get $5, as always. Petrol is going to get $5. And my medication is going to get $5. This one, oh, let me just put that inside the tracker so I remember that I need to fill it in. Medication is going to get $5. I don't need to have a tracker for this because there's only ever $5, $10 or $15 in there. I have actually got to go and get my medication tomorrow. So because it's always in and out, it's a bit pointless having a tracker for this one. Medical bills. So my consultant has told me that I need to go and see him sooner rather than later. I've got a new appointment. So this one, which was on a slow burn, as you can see, is $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 in there. And I was planning on taking it easy. Is actually not the case at the minute. So what I need to do is put 80 in this. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So for the next few weeks up until the appointment, I'm actually going to have to stuff a lot more in this. Yes, it's going to be a pain, but on the bright side, once that appointment's over and done with, then obviously this one can go back on slow burn and just take its time. So I do need to concentrate on that one for a little while. The cat is going to get $10. I think I do need some dry food coming up. And the emergency fund is going to get $10. Now, if you watched a few videos ago, my emergency fund was wiped out by a large repair bill. So what I'm going to do is all of these are worth $10 and I want to save $1,000. I'm going to start with a smaller goal. So we're going to work slowly to it. So again, $10 in there and we'll just keep going and chipping away at that one. Moving on to the yellow folder, we have pantry stock up and we're going to put $20 in pantry stock up. Now again, this one doesn't have a tracker because it's in and out all the time. So it's a bit pointless having a tracker for it because I'm constantly using it. If you had a look at my last video, I did do a bit of a tour of what my pantry looks like. There's still a lot of gaps. And so whenever things are on special, I use this money to fill the gaps up. Self-sufficient living is going to have $5. So there'll be $10 in there. I do need some seeds for yellow capsicum. So I will have to purchase some more of those. So I'll just keep chipping away at that. The birthdays is going to get $10. Christmas presents is going to get $30 because obviously Christmas is going to be with us very shortly. I have actually brought a few Christmas presents, mainly when there was on special. So, which is why this envelope keeps going empty, getting some in empty again. So I'm going to put $30 in there. And then my daughter's main Christmas present, I'm going to pop $10 in that one. Charity ticket is fully funded. Clothing and accessories, each of these are worth $5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop $10 in there. And personal care is going to get $25. The personal care is going to get emptied very shortly. So at the moment, we was actually doing quite well. Each one of these is worth $5. So I need to colour in up there. But I do have an appointment this coming week. So therefore, that is going to go back to either zero or a low amount. And then fitness is going to get $5, ready for when I start booking in for my fitness classes. As you can see, still a long way to go, but we'll get there. Now in the blue folder, this is where I've made a couple of changes. So DIY and decor is going to get $5. My Bits and Bobs is not going to get anything this fortnight. So $5 challenge, as always, is going to get $5. So I'm going to fill in a couple of these trackers, and I think we'll go orange. So once this $5 challenge reaches $50, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the money out and I'm going to allocate it to a different envelope. I change my mind every fortnight of which envelope that's going to be, but I think it's going to go into school uniform or school fees, just to start building those up, because I am obviously in Australia, the new school year starts in January, the end of January, so we do have to go and buy all the uniform and pay the fees and the book list, etc. along quite a while before that. So that is going to be one of the priority folders, envelopes that I really need to start kicking it off big time. So getting in front is a new folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put $20 in this. Is the $20? Yep, $20. So $20 is going to go into the getting in front. And what I've decided is, for now, I'm going to do every 5 weeks. I might stretch this to 10 weeks. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop whatever's left into this envelope. Then after the 5 weeks, each one of these, well, 5 fortnights, each one of these is a different fortnight. Once I've coloured those all in, I'm going to take the money out and I'm going to allocate it into different envelopes. Again, whichever one's a priority. So like I said, I've just put $20 in there and I've coloured in the first fortnight. And then what I've done is I've also added these two with zippers. And I have got some loose change. What I have been doing is every time I go to the supermarket to do my shopping, whatever money, there's a fourth in my black purse, there's a fourth section, and I throw all my loose change in there. So when I pay for my shopping at the self-serve, what I've been doing is using all that change at the back to get rid of it all. And obviously you don't realise it's gone then. So that's what I've been doing. But what I've decided to do is actually do a $1 and a $2 challenge. So this one is obviously $1. So what I'm going to do is just fill in one. And then and every time it reaches $10, what I'm going to do is take that out and allocate it to a different envelope, whether it'll be pantry stock up or one of the priority bills in the pink folder. I don't know yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start saving these $1. The other envelope I'd done was a $2 challenge one, because obviously you end up with ones and twos, and I've got 3 of those left over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in 3 of the coins. So this is a $20 challenge, and again, when it reaches the $20, I'll take it out and allocate it elsewhere. And already on Fortnite 1, I have $6 in there. So I've just decided just to add trackers because, like I said, I'm a very visual person. So I like to see what I've got without having to take everything out of each envelope. I can automatically see without having to open it. There is $6 in there. There is $1 in there. And with on 10, 20, 30, $35 of the $5 challenge. The only one that doesn't actually tell me the amount is the getting in front one. That just tells me that I've done one fortnight worth. So like I said, I'll go back through after this video and I'll complete and fill in all the trackers that I've put money in today, so that they'll all equal out, because I just needed that visual. Yep, so that is this fortnight. Like I said, moving forward, I need to carry on concentrating on the pink folder and also the medical bill. Because sometimes I can see him on a Medicare cover most of the appointment, but other times I have to see him as a private patient, which means you're paying private fees. So it's a mixture of the two, and the next consult he sent me is the private clinic, so that I can get in to see him quicker, which obviously, and it's a lot sooner than I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was coming up in November, December. It's actually the end of September. So again, that's going to be a priority, is get that money in there to pay for the consultant fee, moving on for the next part of my medical plan. So thank you for watching. Yep, speedy video. $645 stuffed plus a few gold coins, and I'll look forward to seeing you next fortnight. Bye.